going live. All right, welcome in everybody. We're Sunday, week 6 NFL action. We got this absolute banger of a game going on right now. Jets Broncos. Two of just the least entertaining teams in the NFL.
Just defensively sturdy teams.
Yeah, two of the teams that you never feel great about when they're on your TV. But as people are filing in here, ask away any start-sit questions you guys have. We're going to rip some underdog drafts and just have pretty chill morning, just talking ball ahead of our week 6 slate.
I think the Jets just got a safety.
Yeah, they did.
I was like, how is it 10-11, bro?
Yeah, dude, they got a safety, so they're winning. Which I was just talking to Yash about. I hope the Jets can pull this game out, even though we've been shouting Mason Taylor and sent him in the Discord today. And, of course, after trending up target-wise 3 straight weeks. No, it's not even him. It's Justin Fields isn't even looking.
12 pass attempts for 34 yards, bro. Like, what are we doing? I can do that. And I don't even play quarterback.
Yeah, it's awful. Awful stuff. That being said, we're going to hop into some Underdog dailies for the week. We got just under an hour before most of these close, so we got to try to get some last-minute ones in. I was looking at this Deposit Kingdom Weekly League, which is Peter Overzet's tournament. It's $10 entry, 3 entry max, only 1,100 entry, 10K in prizes, a grand in first place, and then this is the rest of the payouts. Kind of a fun structure, so we're going to hop in one of these, probably do 3 of these and max it out. As you can see, Puka has surpassed Jonathan Taylor in ADP for this week. It's interesting. What else is new? Javonte looks like he's gone up a little bit.
And did you take a pic at that picture I sent you on Snapchat of the graph? The receiver usage chart?
No.
You should, if you can pull it up on stream, you should. It's a very intriguing graph.
Can you send it to me again?
It's on the Snap. Should I just text it to you?
Yeah, just text it to me.
It basically just shows receiver usage compared to their output. So, like, you'll have Chris Olave down at receiver 1 usage with, like, receiver 2 to 3 production. And it kind of just makes it all. Coolest part of that graph is you see Puka as an outlier all the way at the top right, and then below Puka is the best receiver of all time. So, yeah, that's a thing right now. Another thing, so many Jackson Darts takes I've been seeing lately. I feel like my feed is just flooded with Jackson Dart camp
Dart love.
Mostly scat love, which I don't mind. I think scat love is very valid. It's like, oh, how did you fall so far? Blah, blah, blah. He's like 5'10" and can't run too fast. Like, we know why he fell so far. But like, that's just passion. Passion wins sometimes. When talent fails to work hard, or hard work beats talent, and talent fails to work hard, that's literally Cam Scatabo. I feel like that's literally Scataboo. And then I saw he's from California, so now I like Scattaboo. You know, found out he's from NorCal. Gotta love him.
So, fun fact about Scatabo, when he was at Sac State, he actually played against my alumni, Cal Poly.
Really?
While I was there. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And I was watching that game like, dude, who is this guy? This guy's a dog. He was clearly the best player on the field. And watching him then, like, you're watching FCS football, so it's not like your first thought, like, damn, this guy's going to the league. But there was something about him where you're just like, this guy looks different. Like, he's
definitely a better talent.
Yeah. So it's kind of
crazy.
Cool
you can tell, like,
for
college ball at least, like, this guy should not be in this league. Like, he needs to be like, the SEC or something.
Yeah, for real. Like, I'm watching this, like, dude, this guy is not an FCS player. Like, this is wild. He went to this same college as Malini Tia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Malini, bro? He was supposed to be Tet. I used to view Malini as like a Tet, bro. I swear.
There's no Kyler, by the way. Kyler's been officially ruled out, so make sure to edit your
Yep.
lineups and get Kyler out of there.
And maybe Marv. Dude, question. If Marv has an awesome game today with Brissett, like, is Murray the problem? Like, do we need to, like, examine that today, depending on how this game goes?
It'll be interesting to see, like, the fantasy.
Because Jacoby can pass over the middle, right? He's a big boy.
Yeah, he can.
He can see over his O lineman. Like, it's a very different quarterback.
He is, for sure.
Also, that scam this morning, guys, this guy's a scammer. He just scammed a guy in our Dynasty League for a 4th-round pick for Cooper Rush.
It's because
and Jacoby Brissett is on waivers, mind you. So in my head, I'm like, oh, like spot start. There's like options on waivers, and he has a bad record. I was just very confused by that trade. I was like, what am I looking at?
I didn't even see Jacoby's on waivers.
In a 1 QB league, mind you. Like, I'm just like, what are we doing?
No, it's super flex.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And Jacoby's not on waivers.
I might have texted the wrong group chat then, bro.
I think Justin Fields just threw a pick.
Oh, it is this one. Oh, good take I like about Jackson Dart. 2 good takes. Decent takes. When's your next pick? I'll shut up for your pick. What are we thinking here?
So I can either go 2 wide receivers or wide receiver running back. I've been getting some ETN because I just feel like he's buried in these, like, considering his ceiling. Like, it just
public does not know who's going to win that game either. It's completely split.
It feels a little mispriced to me. Not the best. Quentin Johnson's out.
Really? I already had him sitting. Oh, maybe I should start Ladd then in this one league.
Ooh, maybe I'll double up on Ladd and Keenan. That could be kind of fun.
Yeah, if you guys are joining the stream, I don't know if anyone's awake right now, but start sit suggestions, totally open to it. Injury reports are obviously coming through. We got an hour left. Ask your questions. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start Ladd over Tony Pollard now. I had a high upside case for Tony Pollard. I was hoping for like a Cowboys Tony Pollard game today.
I also saw that this morning. Some news I saw is that apparently Bam Knight is going to be handling RB1 opportunities for Arizona today. And
I like
Michael
Bam
Carter. So
I like Bam when he was on the Jets too.
Yeah, so make sure to go and pick up Bam before this week starts.
Probably over DeMercado, probably even or slightly better than Michael Carter, I would say.
Yeah, I'd prioritize him.
But DeMercado, I mean, we just saw him with that role and didn't really do anything of notice. Oh, back to my Jackson Dart stuff. So, a couple of takes I've been seeing. This first one is just my own take. And it's looking at the NFL draft and remembering Shadur Sanders, right? Shadur Sanders was supposed to be like number 1 overall pick, and then, Cam Ward or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we take this into account, we can be like, well, why was Jackson Dart faded until like pick 25?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like, well, that still means that like NFL drafters liked Dart over Shadur. So if we're going off of this like weird logic, like Shadur is like, I mean, not Shadur, Jackson Dart, just like a early mid first rounder. He's not a late first rounder. So then my head, because I was comparing him to a lot of first rounders. I mean, late first round, like QB picks, which like 70% are bust. Fun fact. So yeah, a little more encouraging for Jackson Dart in my head in terms of like draft capital and like 24 teams not wanting him.
Mm-hmm.
And then another take I saw was how you have quarterbacks like Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, who I'm just going to take this guy's entire take. This is not my take. But he was basically saying like they weren't good processors when they entered the league. They weren't good at processing routes in the field.
Like Justin Fields right now, just taking sacks on every drop back.
And that was one of the problems with Jackson Dart coming out. but you see Baker and Sam Darnold now with good coaching staff and good tools, and they're able to.
Oh my God, we just got Jonathan Taylor 105.
Yeah, take that. Like, so I also like that take because it's like they're basically alleging that processing is overvalued in the NFL. And if you have a good staff, you can almost get by without being a good processor at QB. So interesting. I've only seen Jackson Dart throw it like 25 times a game, but like, I don't know. Interesting player, interesting team.
I like how we're getting set up here. We got 3 great options. Gonna hammer Egbuka. I'm like scared to get burned by Egbuka again after last week. And this is going to be a unique little combo. This is 2 guys that you usually aren't pairing together in this tournament. So could be a nice start.
Why am I starting Rashid Shaheed? I never feel good. Why is Kincaid still a question? Oh, he's Monday night. That's why. Do I even start Kincaid, bro? That's like so annoying. Do I have anyone else? I could play Curtis
Justin
Samuel.
Fields has taken 6 sacks this morning, by the way.
Hey, Jackson Dart did that on his first start, bro. But dude.
It's really annoying when you take Mason Taylor targets.
Yeah, it really is.
Dude, by the way, yesterday on college football, probably one of the worst days I've had betting. Just so many like unbelievable
I was looking at the
bad
chat,
beats.
bro. It did not look fun.
It was ridiculous, dude. There was just so much stuff happening that was like, just felt so unlucky. Like I felt like we were running so cold. It was brutal. Let's think through this pick. Should we go tight end here? Should we go get like a Diggs? Like Diggs against the Saints? I kind of do.
Saints are bummy, yeah.
I kind of like Diggs against the Saints, and
I kind of like. That's what I'm kind of. Tyler Warren.
These 4 are kind of in a group together for me. Like I'm fine with all 4 of them. I took Jonathan Taylor, so I would like not to take Tyler Warren.
Fergie.
Maybe take McBride or Fergie.
You want to take McBride with a backup QB though?
Jacoby will hit the tight ends, though. That's the thing. And you could argue, like, because they're on their backup, they might be playing from behind. Could lead to more passing game volume.
See, I just have to ask these questions for the audience,
Yeah, especially with Jonathan Taylor, too. It's a nice bring back on the game. We're telling ourselves the narrative. Indy gets up big. They're running the ball. Arizona's playing from behind. They're airing it out. That's just like a simple game script narrative we're telling ourselves with this build.
I like it.
And then I think that quarterback, we're going to try to get Baker or Drake May.
I like Baker.
And then we're going to round it off with, I'm fine going Keenan.
I was looking at Keenan.
I'm fine going ETN. I'm fine going, I don't really love Walker against Jacksonville, but he does have some ceiling, so maybe we should get around to him in another one of these. But with this start that we had, I really like not wanting to not mess this up.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to some Travion, doing some stuff with Travion this week.
I thought we just talked about not messing this up.
Yeah.
I would go like probably ETN or Keenan.
Yeah. I like Judkins too. Judkins sitting there still too if he falls, which I don't think he will.
He's good for 16.
Yeah, even McConkey we could switch up. We've been taking Keenan, so maybe we can go Ladin one. I don't always love going 3 wide receiver builds in these, just because it's a little easier for the running backs.
Oh yeah,
I have like a true ceiling game where like we're talking like 2 touchdowns, that sort of thing.
What do you think about this RJ Harvey usage right now? Like what, 1 carry to J.K. Dobbins 10?
Yeah, it is kind of interesting, huh? All right, so we're gonna get Drake May.
JK, that guy.
And then just got the chills.
I kind of want to scam.
All right, so we have all 3 of these guys sitting here. I think I'm gonna go ETN. I'm gonna go ETN.
I want to scam RJ for
I
Brian
like
Thomas
this team
Jr.
a lot. So my plan, I think, is I want to rip one more of these, max the tournament, and then I want to do an extra point, which is a single entry $5 draft, and then rip a pick'em slip, and that will probably be everything.
I think I'm gonna send J.K. Dobbins and like Chris Olave for BTJ in Dynasty.
Chris Olave, that is not going to get accepted, buddy.
By RJ?
Yeah.
I don't know. If anyone would accept that, it's going to be
I know he likes BTJ. That's just an issue. All right. I'll be right back, Josh. My cat's meowing at the door.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, guys, it's just going to be me and you here. So let us digest some numbers. I want to talk about J.K. Dobbins low-key because I feel like he's just constantly disrespected. Like, J.K. Dobbins has always been a dog when healthy. Oh, my God. It's a punt. I thought I just saw a huge pass. Let's look at this. 10 carries, 23 yards to... Like, they're just not using RJ Harvey the way people thought they would. And it's so weird. It's like, why? Why are we taking running backs in, like, this day 2 and not using them? Like, I don't know. That's so frustrating. $14 pass attempts from Justin Fields for 38 yards. That is so pathetic. But we're seeing Breece Hall with a workhorse load, which is good. 17 carries, 43 yards. He's averaging but.
Dude, what is meowing at the door nonstop?
I think Breece is running like each running back's averaging like 2 yards a carry right now. By the way, in that Broncos game.
This has been an atrocious game. I'm really glad we stayed away for the most part.
Yeah, I know it's bad when Josh Reynolds is the leading receiver with all but 8 of Justin Fields' receiving yards.
Ridiculous.
So we would have literally needed Mason Taylor to have like a 30% target share today in order to hit his over on receptions, just due to the lack of passing from Fields, which is just annoying. Why does ESPN have Ramondre projected at 13 fantasy points? Like, what? How do I... Can I share my screen? No, you can't. Try to do something. I'm going to try to pull up a graph for us that will show us receiver usage through the weeks and show us their actual output, because I feel like once you see where BTJ and Chris Olave are on that chart, you guys are going to stop laughing at me for my aggressive BTJ fade take. Which, by the way, I saw a comment in one of our videos saying that that was one of the crazier takes they've seen, and they can see BTJ as a receiver 8 to 12. No, you can't. I physically do not think Brian Thomas Jr. can even finish that high at end of season rankings because he's already just done bad for like 6 games. Like,
here we go.
Very, yeah. Leave me alone on stream. BTJ hates begins. As I talk about wanting to trade for him.
I was cracking up at that, dude.
But like,
BTJ has definitely been the hot topic of our streams.
Like,
the last week.
BTJ will either make or break me, bro. This season, I have the strongest stance on BTJ. Like, everyone else, I'm like, yeah, like, I could be wrong about Rasheed or Worthy. Like, one of them will probably end up in the top 12. Just don't know who. But, like, BTJ, I'll stand on it, dude. I don't think he's finishing in the top 12, bro. Like, it's just not going to happen.
I don't know, man.
It's such a scary take to have.
See how he finishes in the season.
I always begin stressed about that take.
We got Egbuka again in the first round. I was thinking of doing A-Chain Javonte instead of A-Chain Egbuka, but
that would be nice too. I like the double RB early.
Yeah, I like starting that way too, but
Are you able to share your screen for that graph, or should I try to do it? Or now is that too many screens on the screen?
Are you able to like put it in a Google Doc
I
and then
just put
share
it.
that with me?
I emailed it to myself just now, so I'll put it in a Google Doc.
Or just email it to me. Email it to me. Do you have my email?
What's your no?
Do you not get it? I'll drop it in private chat. Oh wait, 1 sec. I'm on the clock.
I just dropped it in private chat.
Let's get Tet. Let's go Tet Judkins. That's kind of fun.
I was just thinking about sending Ted out for trade in one of my leagues, in like my 2 and 3 league. Or no, this is my 3 and 2 league, not my 2 and 3 league.
Dude, Fields not even, like refusing to look Mason Taylor's way today is so frustrating.
I don't even want to watch this game. It just doesn't look like nice
Jets pass
things
catchers are
at.
banned. All right, I sent it in the private chat. All right, so we got H.A. Judkins, Egbuka, Tet off the rip in this one. Feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, bro, my Gmail storage is at 98% somehow, and I don't know how. So now I have to like delete old emails. Not looking forward to that at some point. Just cleansing my Gmail was never on my 2025 bingo card. Probably because I have like a bunch of videos like in my email.
All right, I got your email.
I did, in fact, steal this chart from a different YouTube video, but the chart is sourced from PFF. So if you guys have a premium PFF subscription, there you go.
We'll get to
How
that
much is a
graph.
PFF sub?
I'm not sure.
They have some horrible takes, bro. I did not. I mean, I don't think the Ibuka sell high take is bad. I just don't like the fact that they're like fading to him. They're like, oh yeah, he's just not gonna do good when they all get back. I'm like, for me, I'm projecting him as last year's Chris Godwin, point blank, and they're gonna do with Chris Godwin what they did to Chris Godwin in 2023 and play him on the outside and watch him average 12 points per game while Mike Evans is a dog. Like, that would honestly be my prediction. I would project Chris Godwin as 2023 Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka as 2024 Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans is 2024 Mike Evans, in the fact that he's going to be a boomer bust every week. That would be how I would break down the Buccaneers receiving core moving forward.
I think that's viable. So I have QB tight end left with this team. I'm thinking of doing May Henry. Getting a little chalky. I'm also thinking of getting a little more unique and doing May naked and then having Cade on. We did talk about Cade on.
Just in case you're wrong about
a viable scroll this week. Well, we already have Egbuka on this team, so I was thinking both of them just get there. Maybe not. That's not optimal to do with Egbuka on the team. Let's just do May Henry. Let's not get too crazy.
I like getting crazy, but I mean, we could see another Hunter Henry 100-yard game while Diggs has an off game, maybe.
All right, so I'm going to hop in this extra point, which is a single entry, 2,200 entry, 10K in prizes, a ban the first, top 10, make 100, $5 draft.
I did not think I would be starting 2 Panthers at all this year. I'll tell you that. Is there anyone I need to take out or switch out of my lineups? I think the only questionable guy I would take out right now is Dalton Kincaid for maybe a Chiefs receiver.
Yep.
Diami Brown or Michael Mayer.
That's a crazy decision. Diami Brown or Michael Meyer?
Yeah, that's like the scroll down. It's mostly just like Tyquan Thornton or Hollywood.
You got to play Taekwon.
I don't know about Tyquan. Hollywood probably has a bigger role.
I don't know, dude.
Let me look at snaps. I know that Tyquan's been playing better, just point blank.
Yeah, he's just been a lot more efficient. What's up to everybody in here? If you guys have any start sit questions, fire them off in the chat. And we got a couple people tune in. Make sure to sub and drop a like on the stream if you haven't. Just talking some ball, getting ready for some football. We're gonna build up a underdog pick'em slip after this. Talk about some props I like. Derrick Henry rush yards under. Looks good to me. Looks good. I'll talk more about it after this. After we finish this draft. 105 Puka. Come on now. Bring it home.
Dude, that would be beautiful.
We got Ben Roethlisberger, 106.
What? I was like, someone just took Big Ben?
What the hell?
Is Philip Lindsay a good stash? Oh my God. When I saw that text last night, I couldn't.
It's hilarious that you got that because I literally saw a Philip Lindsay edit on my TikTok yesterday. So maybe that's just going around the algorithm or someone else got that too.
I don't even know, dude. You know what's crazier? The guy who sent me that is from the East Coast. So he sent me that like midnight, like past midnight on a Saturday. He was like, dude, he was like losing sleep over Philip Lindsay. I was like, dude, we could not be considering picking up Philip Lindsay in the Big 2-5, bro. Like, pick up Bam Knight before you do that. In fact, let me tell him about Bam Knight. For anyone who missed the beginning of the stream, we were talking about how Bam Knight's going to be handling like first down, second down touches apparently this game for the Cardinals over Michael Carter. So he's probably on your waivers. And at that point, I would just say he's probably even or slightly better than Michael Carter. So that's why we're shouting Bam Knight.
Shout out Bam.
You guys are wondering.
Bam, Bam. Bam, Bam, Cam Scatterbo. Come on. He's not the real Bam Bam Cam, though.
Bam Bam Cam.
All right, so we did start the A-Chain Javonte start with this one. I'm thinking this has the makings of a wide receiver scroll for my
Olave.
No. I will not begin there against the Chargers. Well, it's just like, what is Olave's true ceiling in half PPR?
They're not even playing the Chargers, are they?
Or they're playing
the Patriots, bro.
The Patriots. I meant to say Patriots.
Christian Gonzalez ain't nothing to Chris Olave, bro. By the way, every OSU receiver from that receiver core has gone for like 1,000 yards except for JMO, I think. Like every season, I think Chris Olave has gotten 1,000 yards if healthy.
Wow. We get absolutely sniped on absolutely sniped.
Oh, Ferg's questionable?
Yeah, but I think he's playing.
It's like fake.
Yeah. I think I might go the double Chargers guys with this one.
I'm just like worried about Kincaid, but then like I know if I bench Kincaid, he about to drop like 15 to 20. It's just annoying. And then like with Hollywood, Juju, and Tyquan, it's like pick one and hope they get over 10. It's like,
yep, pretty much.
And I'm already starting Rashid Shaheed in that league. Justin Jefferson out this week. It is not a good week. And Neighbors dead.
Not looking good.
Let that sink in, guys. Like, I know I'm starting Rashid Shaheed and Hollywood this week, but Justin Jefferson, Neighbors on the bench. Don't worry about it, guys. Puka too. We got Puka in there too. Don't worry about it.
You still stashing Neighbors on the IR as a morale guy?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about trading him. But
I love doing that. Neighbors, how are you going to trade him?
On our
Dynasty?
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that in an ESPN league, though. Yeah. I saw him on waivers and I had an empty IR slot. I'm like, might be good for morale.
Yeah, it's always funny doing that. I always do
I
that with like if your early round pick gets hurt and he was just doing you well before the injury, you got to stash him on the IR just until you can't anymore. You got to hang on.
Yeah, if you got the free stash, why not, bro? Go pick up Tyreek Hill off waivers.
Yeah.
That's probably bad for team morale. You're
Yeah,
gonna
no,
wake up,
exactly.
your
That's
team's
probably
gonna
gonna
play
hurt you.
worse. They're all gonna have like 3 baby mamas. It's not gonna be a good look.
All right, so we're going back to the Javante Ferg thing with this team. That's what almost got us there last week. So
I don't hate it.
hope we can get there again. The winning team did have that combination last week. So hopefully they get there once again against this Panthers defense that I'm not super concerned about. I do want to be getting to more Rico Dowdle, which heads up, he may be talked about when we build this pick'em slip right after this draft.
Rico Dowdle probably not going to get 200 yards, but I mean, I would very easily project him 50 or 60, maybe a touchdown.
I think it's very feasible he falls in the end zone today. Very feasible.
Carter's not out. They just don't like Carter, and they're just sharing work to Bam, allegedly. I would still
No way we get sniped on Lad, dude.
People are sharp, bro. They saw the QJ
bro.
injury.
Well, we'll get Keenan, and then now we have to pivot at wide receiver. Chris Olave, should we get Jawan, dude? I just feel like he's so low. But he's probable to play. We could go Ridley. Get cute. We could go T. Joe Flacco just throwing bombs to T today. You can see it.
Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker is kind of.
No, do not.
We're not getting another ceiling game from Trey. I think T's due. I don't know.
I love the analysis. I think.
I mean, not the best matchup. We gotta get fun in these.
Rico Dowdle getting 300 yards. You're right, Dylan. He ain't getting 200. He getting 300.
All right, so let me check my exposures for this Sunday and make sure they're about where I would want them to be before.
You know, I'll say this out loud. Rico Dowdle will outscore Saquon. Those are words I never thought would leave my mouth.
All right, these are how the exposures are shaking up for this weekend. We got a bunch of Tet, bunch of Hunter Henry, Igbuka, Keenan. Keenan's probably the one here I'm happiest about. We were drafting him early and often, and I hope that pays out. He was kind of buried in ADP when these contests first opened, so getting him late was nice. We got a good amount of JT, some ETN, Achan, Drake Mays, our highest drafted quarterback. Then we got Herbert, Baker, Jones, Stafford, Dak, a running back. We got 2 Rico shares. We got a Hassan Haskins share. So the wide receivers are. Ooh, we got the 1 QJ share. That means I need to do a swap, which I might just do that off stream.
No, show them the swaps that need to be put on game.
Okay. So swap.
Dude, this Broncos game is very interesting. I think you could. Oh, Broncos just went up, by the way. It's so interesting to see how differently these teams are playing right now. You have Bo Nix with 30 dropbacks and Jobbins with 13 rush attempts, and then you have Fields with 14 pass attempts and Breece Hall with 20 rush attempts. Like, that one is insane that you're running the ball more than you're passing it. Like, you have half as many rush attempts that you do pass attempts, Justin Fields. Like, that's insane.
Sounds like Justin Fields. And watch, he's about to He's about to do a legacy drive right here where he gets like 30 rush yards, gets some pass time, and runs in the end zone or throws a touchdown to save his fantasy performance. That's
I think
what's gonna
Brees
happen.
Hall might be a very nice buy right now. 20 rush attempts just every game, and he's a good talent that we liked.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, swap rankings. We had QJ get ruled out. I'm setting it to hopefully swap out Keenan or Ladd. I'm not sure the exact draft we took QJ in, so I don't know if those guys were still sitting there. But if they are, because we have them at the top of the swap rankings, they'll get put on the team instead. And then if both of those guys are gone for some reason in that draft, we'll get T. So I have to save this. Okay. And then that will automatically swap out for QJ on the team where QJ's ruled out. So let's go to the pick'em lobby. Let's build a pick'em slip, dude, or two. I'm thinking what I want to do is maybe let's do like a safe 2-man play for $10, and then do like a 4-man lotto sort of slip for $5.
Okay.
So first, I shouted this earlier, but I'm really liking. Ooh, they actually bumped it down yesterday. It was at 71.5, and now it's at 69 for Derrick Henry. Nice. I'm also not opposed to fading something else, like fading. These lines are looking a little different from where they were yesterday. I might chill on Derrick Henry. We'll get back to it. I'm going to put this in the queue for now, but I don't know if that's going to be an official play. If you just look at this season, Henry's only hit this in one game so far. Rams are pretty stout against the run, and they'll likely be playing from behind. The only thing that scares me is that it still is Derrick Henry, and he can break off a big one at any moment. And also because no Lamar still, they might just try to feed the hell out of him early, and like who knows if that will work, but that might be the game plan. Oh my God, Fields throwing an out route 10 yards behind Garrett Wilson. So sick. Okay, any shouts you want to make, Josh?
No. I'm trying to like think of who I really like here.
We were liking Javonte a lot. His touchdown still pretty.
What are the Chargers looking at now after the injury?
Like Keenan?
Or yeah, not the injury, but just QJ being out.
So Keenan's at 5.5 receptions, which I actually kind of like that.
It's not bad. I think he's been hitting that.
Yeah, what's his
targets? At least targets he has.
I definitely like receptions more than yards with Keenan.
Wait, it's 5.5. He's only hit that twice, and he normally gets 5.
Yeah, but are we thinking increased target share with the depleted line and probably no run game?
Yeah, but you just have to. You think it's going to him, or you think it's going to Allen?
Ladd?
McConkey, yeah.
Ladd would be someone that I would probably. The thing is, Ladd hasn't been getting there at all for this line.
And they gave him the same exact line.
Yeah, it's doing a lot of projections.
Kind of insane.
Yeah. So I don't really love either of these lines. It doesn't feel like great value. It feels like the books are pretty sharp on it.
Yeah.
If it was sitting at a 4.5 number or 5.0, I would probably take it with Keenan. But I'm not really loving the value with either of those guys, despite the QJ injury. Feels like the market. And when I was looking, because I was looking at Keenan earlier in the week, and he was kind of sitting at about the same marks. So it seems like the books were pretty aware. Yeah, we know, Dylan. We were talking about that earlier in the week, and because that, we think earlier in the week we were saying that QJ's like week-to-week ceiling, as long as their linemen are hurt, is going to be downgraded a little bit just because of
pocket time.
Yeah, like time for Herbert to look downfield and throw downfield. With where things stand currently, I can definitely see Keenan and Ladd just getting a bunch of short yardage targets, a lot of like zone looks, because that's kind of what they're gonna need. Interesting, Josh. I was just thinking about this. What do we think about Gadsden? He might get a couple targets this week.
That is a very sharp way of looking at this, actually. I didn't even consider him. I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm. The only worrisome thing with him is like we were talking about, like needing more of like a blocking tight end this week.
Mm-hmm.
But his receptions line 2.5. It feels like the market's pretty sharp on it. It doesn't really feel like much of a value though. If it was at 1.5, I would probably take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take 2.5. It's like a Theo
2.5
Johnson
feels a
line,
little
bro.
too high. He's only gone there once. Who's their other tight end? Tyler Conklin? No lines. Okay.
Oh, we are not taking Tyler Conklin.
All right. We'll come
Look
back
at
to
Chris
these.
Olave. Look at my boy. Always just have to look at him in all of his glory.
He's kind of
Nice.
no.
I don't know if you believe in Gonzalez like that.
I do. I just don't believe in the Saints. No, I'm trying to look at Stephon.
What you doing if the Saints win this game? My second favorite team in the NFL.
I kind of like Diggs stuff for this week. I kind of like the 63.5 yards number.
Saints have been letting receivers get there too, right?
I don't know, but let's look at Outlier. So we're going to pull this up on Outlier. It's just kind of my process I do before I lock anything in. Let's pull up Diggs. You can just click on any line, and then we're going to change it to receiving yards. So you look at so far this season, he's gone there the last 2 weeks, but obviously his snap count has trended up.
I don't know if it's been trending up, though. You only got
New Orleans has actually been ranking pretty unfavorably to receiving yards per game, it looks like. We look at some wide receivers who have been playing them. This is how kind of things have shaked out. We got Marv going over his, Kendrick Bourne going over his. All the Niners receivers went over. And then we had JSN go over, not Cooper Kupp. Shakir went over, and none of the Giants guys went over when they played them.
That's because we saw the Giants game.
But to be honest, just looking, I think these numbers might be skewed a little bit just because I don't think any of these passing offenses are like really great besides Niners and Seattle. And both of their guys were able to get there against them. Diggs leading the team in target share. I still think I like this Diggs number.
Diggs is someone who I liked this week.
Do we like receiving yards or do we like receptions more with Diggs? He's gotten there both ways the last 2 weeks. Or do we like a fantasy score?
I think I like yards.
His fantasy score could be nice too if he falls in the end zone. You'd like yards?
Yeah, I think I like yards. Just because, like you said, his snap count's trending up, but I don't think it is. I think they're just playing less snaps, so he looks like he's playing more snaps, like percent-wise. Because I think he's, like, I'll double-check right now. But I'm pretty sure he still has had only, like, 30-some snaps, like, the past 2 games. Which also, I don't know how much offense they've been having, but...
Let's look at Puka.
Yeah, Keishon Butte has 100 more snaps than Diggs. It's funny. You're right, though. I mean, I like Diggs. I like Diggs as a bet. I like putting him in there. Do you want to pull up that chart at some point or no?
Yeah, let's get to it in a bit.
Mid-slip.
Here, I can pull it up right now, actually. All right.
So guys, this is going to be – so – going up is what they should be scoring. No, is what they actually
So this is the like elite tier getting high usage.
Mm-hmm. And they even break it down receiver 1, 2, 3, 4 who's overperforming. So if we look and we go
Romeo Doubs overperforming.
DK Metcalf overperforming with the receiver 3 usage and getting receiver 1 points right now. Very interesting stuff on this graph. Let's look at Brian Thomas Jr. Let's try to find him. Where is Brian Thomas Jr.?
Right here, right next to AJ Brown.
Yeah, so I would say that's about accurate. Then, oh, wow, would you look at that? Look at Chris Olave. Oh, more to the right and up.
Underperforming.
Yeah, but he's still getting more opportunity and scoring more. He's basically where Tet is, but we're not having that negative comment about Tet.
Ted looks like he's getting more efficient though.
I like to see the usage, and I like looking at this because it helps me kind of think of like who I want to buy low on almost. Like I want to look at who's just underperforming almost and like who's overperforming. Maybe sell the overperformers or invest in the ones you like. Like, do you like DK Metcalf? Because I ranked him up there with like Mike Evans, low key. So like that's how I would take that.
I like seeing Troy Franklin there.
With
I like
Jacoby.
seeing Brian Thomas still in wide receiver 2 usage. I think that kind of fits what we've been
I
saying.
love seeing Ricky. Look at Ricky, bro. I think Ricky's going to do great this season.
Pittman, Worthy getting a lot of usage.
With Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
So I like looking at this graph because I think it like almost makes it easier to align your takes, right? So like we see Zay Flowers, he's like someone we're kind of uncertain of. He's like all the way bottom left with like Terry McLaurin, someone who's also at the bottom of my rankings. Lad McConkey, bottom of my rankings. T. Higgins. Like pull up my aggressive receiver rankings and you'll see like, I ranked like probably 40 receivers. I ranked so many, bro. It was like kind of a headache. But I feel like my rankings kind of reflect this graph a little bit. Maybe not so much with where I put Zay Flowers. I think I might have overranked him and Diggs. But I like looking at stuff like this. I think it allows you to make your own takes. And although I do not have a PFF subscription, you can just go to like a lot of YouTube channels and they give out this information. So like I getting the PFF premium perks without paying, you know?
Yeah, so I have something interesting that I noticed is this Devontae Adams is the wide receiver 2 in usage right now. And
because Stafford's dropping back like
encouraging.
6. Dude, that's why I was like getting very mad about the Matthew Stafford disrespect.
I kind of like Devontae Adams' touchdown shout today.
Me too.
Because I think they've been targeting him a lot in the red zone, and I think that's why the expected points are so high with him. And he's been scoring like every game.
That was like the preseason thing too. Like Puka just now got there with a touchdown last week. I think that was his first touchdown.
Let's take Tay touchdown in the lotto slip.
But like first 2 seasons of Puka, he was not getting there in the red zone for some reason. They just were not throwing at Puka in the red zone. I don't know why. Probably just because like teams know he's like a dog. But Devontae Adams is a good red zone guy.
Do we like the Rico Dowdle touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, if you're following your logic you had with Javonte, no, who had Scattaboo? They had even odds for rushing touchdown at running back when they're probably going to exceed 20 touches.
He's plus money, but yeah. And it's against the Cowboys.
Do you see DJ Dallas going to be RB2 for the Panthers today?
I did not. Wow. The Jets are going to find a way to win this game.
I don't even want to look at that game. Oh, my friend texted me a start-sit question.
Okay.
Bam Knight or Josh Downs. That is where we're at right now. I told him I'm not really high on Downs, especially with Pierce coming back. So I said I don't think Downs is startable this week.
Against Arizona?
I mean, we got half an hour to change that text message I sent him if we need to, but I think he just picked up Bam off waivers and is starting him.
I kind of like this Trey McBride 7.5 targets number.
I thought that was receptions for a moment. I'm like,
his receptions is 6.5.
I'd like that too. Then what? Like whenever you see stuff like that, I don't know.
It's also only 8x, so I don't like that.
Neither do I. I don't like betting on stuff that's.
Oh, I think Garrett Wilson just got hurt.
Actually.
Yeah. hospital ball from Fields. What about Quinchon Judkins? Anything or a DK Metcalf under?
I like Quishon Judkins. Not the most mathematical approach, guys, but if you go to ESPN or whatever, you filter your running backs by season points, you'll see Quinshon down at like running back 21. Just modestly add 10 points to his fantasy score, and he'll jump up to like running back 13, by the way. And he's been averaging 16. So if you add 16, he jumps up to like RB 11. Just going to put that out there for you guys.
Let's look at Judkins on here.
The workload he's getting is insane.
I was looking at his receiving yards yesterday. That was of interest to me. But let's look at touchdown. So he's got there for touchdowns 2 of the 4 games so far. All right, Broncos 1.
Wow, sick, man. I'm playing the Broncos defense today, and they have 8 sacks. Wow. Yay! Oh, dude. Oh,
so it looks like the Steelers have given up 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. Actually, 5 because they gave 2 to Fields. About neutral.
Oh my God, does Justin Fields have more sacks and pass completions this game?
Probably.
Dude, what am I watching?
I think I might take out Diggs for this and just go full touchdowns. Or I'm kind of feeling good about these 3 right here. What do you think?
Let me just
maybe one
Diggs, more. Did you add Quinshon?
No, so I have Adams. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong tab. I have Adams, Rico, Quinshon. I'm taking out Diggs for now.
That's fine. What is this? Is this all touchdowns?
Yeah.
I like those kinds of slips. They're always fun to sweat.
What do we think about a Ladd or Keenan touchdown?
Who has better odds? Or bigger multiplier?
They're pretty much the same. Ladd's 1.12, Keenan's 1.13. Neither of them feel that great.
I feel like the books are almost reflecting my take I give the public in why do we do this to the young players who are not producing yet? We're like, Ladd McConkey, been all right, mediocre all season so far. Let's project him the same as Keenan Allen. It's like
I'm kind of liking this Hunter Henry. 1.33 for Hunter Henry.
I don't know if I love that. As even tight end's been scoring against the Saints.
Let's see.
Pull up outlier.
Yeah.
I think your intuition might be right then, yeah.
We look at tight ends. Yeah, Theo Johnson got there twice last week. We had Kincaid the week before that. And Luke Farrell got there week 1 for the Niners.
So a tight end like every game.
They're ranking 28th against tight ends for favorable for touchdowns and overall 23rd.
I like it. I
like it too. Let's lock in Hunter Henry, and it's a nice multiplier. So we got these 4 guys, which leaves us with a 16x. We put $5 on it, pays out $80. I think I'm gonna lock in these. I like it.
Little at work entertainment for the 10 a.m. game start. Good to see you, Dustin.
Yeah, what's up, Dustin? We just cooked up a banger slip. Check this out. Got Devontae Adams, Dowdle, Quinchon Judkins, Hunter Henry, all scoring.
I like that Devontae Adams thing
you
noticed. Let's put it that way. It's very keen.
Dropping the link in the chat if anyone wants to tell that guy an Underdog.
What is George Pickens at right now?
For touchdown or yards?
Just anything. Just his stuff.
All right. Pickens. Okay, so we built a touchdown slip. Now let's build maybe like some yardage guys that we like. So
Don't the Panthers have a good cornerback one?
Pickens, yeah, they have JC Horn,
Mm-hmm.
but let's pull up Outlier and see.
Yeah, you should see the process behind the Adams thing, dude. That graph process was actually kind of fire.
So Pickens' longest reception has actually been getting there. And it looks like the Panthers have been pretty prone to long plays. Jalen Waddle got that deep bomb last week. Diggs,
Booty.
33-yarder. The only person that didn't was BTJ.
Marv not getting there is weird too.
Yeah. So let's look at just yards and see. So Carolina's one of the best defenses for receiving yards for wide receivers. According to this, they're number 2 right now in wide receiver yards.
Is that because their defense is good, or just because they hold the ball for a while, or
probably a mix of both? And just they have a pretty good secondary. It's not just JC Horn. Yeah, we're not going to touch Pickens. Hunter Henry, I like. Same with Adams. Yeah, Dustin, I like those two a lot too. Let me see what just those two pay out.
Put them in a separate slip.
Yeah, because Judkins and Dowdle, even though they have the best odds, these two pay out a 4.42x, which I kind of like that too.
Throw like $5 on that. Get a little lunch at Chili's for free. Oh, that's so funny. You can actually do that. That's like a 3 for me and a mark, guys.
I'll lock this one in too. Adams Henry. All right, and let's build out one more slip. Let's do just the ones that we've been talking about but didn't lock in. So we like Diggs, yards. We liked Derrick Henry, under. We liked.
What's Xavier Worthy at? Can we even look at any of the Chiefs stuff? And you're on the outlier screen for the stream, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
All right. So we got Diggs, we got Henry. What did you say?
I want to look at just Chiefs. I always am curious how the books are projecting.
I think they play tonight, right? Yeah.
They even have anyone besides Worthy up? It's weird. They bumped him up to 60. That's honestly where it should have been last week.
Mm-hmm.
You want to scroll the games? Just look for someone we like. Someone weird.
Worthy. Kelsey, 4.5 receptions feels pretty good.
I was looking at his yards low key, but I think the receptions might be better. Especially after that Taylor Swift album dropped, guys. Like, come on, he's got to play good.
I do. I like this receptions line for Kelsey.
Do your due diligence. Go check Outlier. Oh, I like that too. What is it? 3.5? 4.5?
4.5 for even odds.
Usually that's not there. He's only gotten there 2 times.
Yeah, but their passing games like just been trending up a little bit. Detroit's a pretty good matchup for tight ends.
What's his target at?
If
his targets are at like 5.5, I like that. Slightly better.
6.5 and favored to go over. I like the receptions more.
Me too.
What do you think of like Gibbs? Can see Gibbs getting there this week for sure.
Against do they still have Chris Jones, Kansas City, or no?
Yeah. Amon-Ra TD's boosted.
That's how frequently do you see that?
Where are the TDs boosted?
Do the Chiefs have any defensive injuries?
Jacobs against Cincinnati.
NFL Sunday injuries. Let's look that up.
I kind of like Tucker Kraft touchdown today.
What do you think? The Packers playing?
The Bengals.
Oh, I like that too, but I just don't like betting on the Packers. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I bet on anyone on the Packers. I think the last time I did that was like a Dontavian Wicks like 4x touchdown. But I just don't really like betting on offenses that are spread around like that. Like I could feed myself the narrative that only Golden and Jacobs get in the end zone today for the Packers. You know, like it's just not something I don't like taking bets where it feels like I'm like guessing. And that's why I like stuff like that. I just don't like. Like with Jawan Jennings and Kendrick Bourne, I could see either of them hitting their over. I just don't know which one. So I wouldn't bet on them. You know, I don't like doing stuff like that.
I don't want to touch the Raiders game. A-Chain.
Do you want to touch this game though? Lots of injuries. Just like Chargers, will they actually be able to just like boom, boom, bap? Like, are the Dolphins just going to blitz every other play and just bring the pressure to Herbert, have Herbert get sacked 4 times and just have it be a messy, ugly game with a bunch of 4 and outs? Like, I don't know.
Let's look at ETN stuff.
But I can feed myself like a negative narrative for like every game. So, okay, guys, last minute start sit decisions. If you have any, send them now. 15 minutes to go.
So Seattle's been one of the best run defenses up until this point.
They have like one of the most competitive games today. Seahawks, Jags. I think public is like perfectly split in betting.
Yeah, that game was tough. Okay, so nothing looks super favorable for ETN, so probably gonna stick away.
How about B-Rob? I mean, not B-Rob, Brian Thomas Jr.
His lines are kind of high. I actually 4.5 receptions for BTJ.
That is a little high, but I did have that process that I could see him having a good game. Because they have their corners out, right?
And their safeties out, yeah. Witherspoon and Julian Love are both out for Seattle. I could see BTJ again there today. I could see him catching a touchdown, is what I could see. Touchdown is 1.22.
What's Travis? I want to see how close they are. No, Hunter.
Oh.
I'm just curious. Hello up. He's back up. He's like right.
1.41.
Like that makes no sense to me. Like that makes 0 sense to me why it's that close to Brian Thomas Jr. Only 0.2 more. He should be at like 2.5, bro. Like
it's because people have probably been betting it. And nothing from this game really. JT worries me a little bit just because who knows how competitive that game is going to be. Like, I don't know how much I'm really wanting to attack QB, that.
And we were already thinking the Colts were going to win.
Kyron touchdown feels pretty good this week too. I know we were talking about Adams, but Kyron feels pretty good. Do we think his fumbling issue
gives it to
is going to take him off the field at all? Like, do we think Corum
gets the red zone touch?
Any of these lines is solid. Like Corum's 6.5 rush attempts doesn't feel too bad.
That doesn't.
But he
normally gets like 8.
He did just play a season low in snaps against the Niners.
I mean, that's weird. Division rival game.
Yeah, against the Ravens, they could be. I actually like this 6.5 number a lot. I think he's got.
As a Niners fan, I genuinely hate the Rams. Like, I hate the Rams, dude.
Do we like attempts more or the yardage?
What's the yardage at?
25.5.
Probably.
So let's say 7.
I feel like you're getting a nice discount on attempts because the Bucks are seeing the same thing you just saw in him getting a season low in snap counts yesterday or last week. But I feel like his average is probably around 7 or 8.
If he hits this though, like he'll hit the rush yards. I think like he has to be pretty inefficient to not get that. Like he has to average less than 3 yards a carry.
This is also true, and he could just break off a big one against.
That's what I'm saying.
Baltimore.
I think I like the yards over anything.
I secretly like rushing and a touchdown for
I
Corum.
don't know though. This might be one I stay away from. Like I did this with Ray Davis a couple weeks ago when they were playing some crappy team, but then they just like decided to not give Ray Davis the ball, and it's just like it doesn't feel great to bet on a backup running back, like hoping the game's a blowout and they get more
but you
carries.
have the other narrative of fumble trouble.
Yeah, but
look at this. Look
I don't
at
know.
Blake Corum's touchdown multiplier, then look at Travion. So it says like 1.4, 1.8?
1.8 for Corum. Travion.
Or who else has a similar rule to Blake Corum and
Travion's 1.11.
And how they play behind another running back, but they still get 8 touches a game. Kenneth Gainwell. Who else has this? Ty Spears. So we're seeing Corum get projected at Ty Spears, basically. But I think Corum has a better chance of getting in the end zone than Ty Spears does this week. Yeah. Better matchup. He's getting we know he's good for like 7 touches. Right? Like I would say that's like, you can expect him to probably touch the ball 7 times.
Let's take rush yards. Okay.
Like
if we're already fading Henry, we're already kind of telling ourselves the narrative. Ooh.
This is a sketchier slip though, guys. What, did the rush attempts just drop? What are you oohing?
No, because when we take the rush yards or rush attempts, it messes up the multiplier, actually. What? So we're only getting 8. It's because we have Henry on the other side, and it knows that it's a correlated bet that we're making. So they're dropping our payout. They're too sharp, bro. They're too sharp.
It's like annoying.
Go yards. Dustin, you're in on yards.
Justin, do you like the analysis? No, Frizzle, don't drop Mason Taylor after 1 game now. If anything, just blame it on Fields, bro. Like, how do you have more sacks than completed passes? That actually might be wrong. He might have 1 more pass completion than sack.
Yeah, it's awful, dude. Awful
statistic. Like, that's insane. Like, let me check how many sacks the Broncos defense has. Oh, they got another one. 9. The week I played the Broncos defense. Like, dude, who was that lineman taken by
Dustin.
Chargers, right? The LSU lineman. If you let a guy get a sack like once a game, like that guy's going to be a number 1 overall pick. You just let up 9 sacks. There's probably a defensive MVP on the other team now, bro. Like
Nick Bonito.
Yeah, Nick Bonito probably winning defensive player of the year now, bro. Like what am I watching?
Gonna trade for Justin Fields just to drop him as soon as the trade completes.
Someone has to do it, bro.
That's an all-time comment. Hell yeah, Dustin. Okay. I think I'm just gonna lock in this 4-man.
No, that's an actual stat. As many sacks as pass completions from Justin Fields today.
That's wild.
And Mason Taylor would have needed a 25% target share to maybe get there in receptions, but he would have had to catch like half of Justin Fields' passes today. Which, I mean, Garrett Wilson didn't even get there, so. Josh Reynolds, the GOAT.
All right, so we locked in the 4-man, and then now I'm going to lock in that Adams, Hunter Henry one for – we get a nice 5x on this, which I feel great about that, to be honest.
I think this is like the best one to tail, probably the Henry Adams slip.
Yeah.
Probably
so we got this one, the Henry Adams, and then we have Judkins and Dowdle in there as well. And we got this one, which is Diggs, Kelsey, Henry, Corum.
I like Diggs the most.
Diggs over 63.5, Kelsey over 4.5 receptions, Henry under 69.5 rush. Nice. Corum over 25.5 rush. And then this one is probably my favorite. Like you were just saying, it's Adams, Henry touchdown. Again, like a 5x multiplier on that feels pretty good. 9
minutes till kickoff.
Yep. That's what I was just about to say. Anything else you want to shout before we get out of here and go watch these games?
No, I mean, we could just digest the graph, I guess, for the next 9 minutes and just, have people have their own takes about that. I wonder what Frizzle will think about this graph.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
But I think this is interesting. It just saves me the hassle of going through each player's targets and receptions.
Okay. Here's this graph. You analyze this for a sec, Josh. Oh, geez. Well, I'm gonna send. I'm gonna send the pick'ems we just locked into the Discord. So I'll be right back.
All right, guys. So if you didn't see the graph earlier, up is going to be what they actually scored. Bottom is going to be what they're expected to score. So obviously, you want to be as low to the. Well, I mean, you want to be overperforming. Let's put it that way, right? Where we've all seen statistical graphs. Players who I find interesting in this graph are Chris Olave, who is one of my favorite players, as anyone who's been watching these streams knows. And then Brian Thomas Jr. being receiver 2 usage, but just not getting there for you, just really underperforming. Which is annoying because I am very anti-BTJ this season. But my process with Chris Olave is that he's getting the opportunities, right? Yeah, he's really underperforming with what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has the 7th most receiver usage this season so far, but he's a 27 overall receiver. Let's just throw that number out there, right? But I like him as a really suitable flex start guy. But if I'm going to project out Chris Olave like that, because I like the talent, I like the usage, I also kind of have to do that with Brian Thomas Jr., but I just don't like the Liam Cohen offense. I think it's a little freaky. And, I mean, he's not getting the 10 targets a game that he was getting last year, which is, not receiver 8 to 12 stuff. Other players on this that I find interesting are those people who are going to be in the receiver 3 usage with, let's just leave it there. Just if you look at this graph, go to the bottom, look at everyone in the receiver 3 usage column. And I find all of these players very interesting because all of them are very good, whether they're underperforming or not. We have JSN, Debo, Jalen, Quentin Johnston, Malik Neighbors, Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman. These are all guys you have in your top 12, right? Or top 16. Jordan Addison sitting outside of that with Cortland Sutton is very interesting. Almost makes me look at the Vikings and go what is going on here? You have 2 great receivers. Can we figure it out at quarterback? JJ McCarthy. Are you guys picking up JJ McCarthy in your leagues right now and stashing him? Or are you good at QB? I wonder if anyone's doing that. If I had to buy low on players looking at this graph, I would want to buy low on Wandale. You guys know this about me. Just because it's the same process as with Chris Olave, you're going to get the 7+ targets a game. So I feel looking at players who have the usage and not the production yet are decent bets, right? These are all player names you like. You like Chris Olave, you like Mike Evans, you like Keenan Allen, you like Ted, you like Brian Thomas Jr., you like AJ Brown, you like Jacoby, you like Ladd. All those players are underperforming. The difference is just the usage. Tet and Chris Olave by far is just getting the most opportunities. So I like betting on those players. Wandale, I feel is kind of getting. I mean, this does take into account weeks 2 to 5. So I think that takes away one of Wandale's big games. But I like buying in on Wandale over Troy Franklin at least. And I think that most people in that bottom left quadrant are kind of bummy. I think the only people with any redeeming value would be Marv, Zay, Terry, DJ Moore, Ladd, T. and that's about it, unless the Packers want to actually use Matthew Golden as a first-round receiver. What do you think about that today? You think he's going to get the post-bye week rookie bump?
I hope so, man.
Is anyone starting Golden?
I'm starting him in a league where I'm like kind of tanking, so it doesn't really count. All right.
Oh, question real quick before you end the stream.
Yep.
I was asking people if they're stashing JJ McCarthy because you have two receivers that are getting high usage and high expected points, but they just aren't getting there actually. So
if you can afford them on IR and it's like a deeper, in 2 quarterback leagues, definitely. In 1 quarterback league, if it's a 12-teamer, probably not. If it's like a 14-teamer, a little deeper format, then yeah. All right, let's get out of here, Josh. I want to watch these games starting in 2 minutes. Thanks to everyone who hopped on the stream. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Let us know if you're tailing our slips. Make sure to join the Discord. I'll catch you boys in the next one.
Deuces.